Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Today I'm going to be driving my Tesla Model 3 using hardware 3 running version 14 Lite. And it's going to be driving us to the service center in my area because last night, or this morning I guess, is when the low voltage battery notification came up. It said that I need to replace it and I need to schedule a service appointment. So I scheduled the closest time to this date. And it was today at basically the afternoon. So we're going to go there now. Version 14 Lite is going to drive us. And I've never been to a service center. I don't really know what the experience is like. I just booked it in the app. And now it's just telling me to go there and press the begin drop-off button or whatever. And I'm just going to figure all that out and see how the service center experience is. It says that it's closed today, though. It is the weekend, so chances are we're going to leave the car there, which I'm fine with. Preferably, I'd probably just wait till a weekday, but it says I could drop it off on this day, which maybe there is people working there and they just don't have the times right on the app or whatever, but I don't know. It says it's closed, but we're gonna drop the car anyways and just see what's going on. If I have to leave the car there, then it's fine. It's all good. But maybe I could get a loaner for a Cybertruck and make some videos on that. I'll see what my options are. Probably not, though. I'm pretty sure, like, to get a car you have to do like warranty or something, like warranty work is what chat said. But maybe I'm lucky. Maybe there was a lot of loaner cars that I'm able to use. That'd be pretty cool, Model S or something. But I'm not too hopeful on that. I know I probably wouldn't get that one. But yeah, we'll just see. So I hope you guys are having a good day. If you guys are looking to get an older Tesla, or maybe looking to subscribe to FSD, I post videos like this one literally every single day. So if you guys want to see the progress of version 14 Lite and just how these older cars perform on the road every day, be sure to subscribe, because I literally post every single day. And comment down below what you guys think of the drive. This drive shouldn't see much issues. It might be a little bit more traffic today. These are some busy streets that people are trying to go shopping and everything on today. So the light turns green and we're accelerating very smoothly, and it's doing a good job staying centered with no ping-ponging action. We're just driving comfortably. Preferably I would want to be in the right lane. We're going a little bit over the speed limit, but that is fine. It's slowing down pretty weirdly for this railway crossing. And the people behind me did not like that. They did not like the fact that I was slowing down that weird on that railway crossing. We are going 10 over, which is pretty okay. Preferably like to go a little bit slower, or about 8 kilometers over. We're in standard mode, so this is probably the typical configuration FSD will be in if you're driving. Personally, I would like to be in chill and sloth, but I'm just going to leave it on standard because this is probably how you're probably going to drive your Tesla, and how you're going to use FSD. It's roads like this where it's like kind of nice, where it's just following the lane. And you don't have to worry too much about like, dangerous situations. It's just comfortable self-driving, which is really nice. And also, thank you guys for showing all the love and support on the latest videos. You guys have been liking, you guys have been subscribing, you guys have been commenting, which is pretty awesome. I try to read every single comment. If I don't read your comment, it'll just take me a little bit, so just give me some time. Whenever I have the time, I'll definitely like your comment, and comment down below, or comment below your comment on my opinion about what you said or whatever. And if you guys own a Tesla, if you guys use FSD, if you guys use hardware 3, or maybe even the new one, like the new hardware and the new FSD, be sure to reply to some of the comments in the comments below, because your opinion might be a little bit more valuable than just one opinion like me. It's just kind of like we could just just read all the opinions of everybody down there, and it'll really help with maybe new buyers, maybe new subscribers to FSD, to really help with the decision of whether or not it'll be safe and worth it for them to start using FSD. And we came very smoothly to a nice stop here at this light, and now we have to wait. This light is pretty long. It's a pretty long light, and we're gonna have to get over to the right soon. This biker's just vibing out, which is really nice, blasting the music. That's pretty awesome. I wonder if Tesla would ever make like a cyber bike or something. That'd be pretty crazy. I don't know if that's something they would do, or if it's something that's even possible. I feel like maybe a lot of people would buy that. Personally, not me. I'm not one to take that kind of risks. I feel like a lot of you guys might be driving bikes. A lot of you guys might be driving trucks. It's pretty cool to see the diverse group of, car drivers out there. Pretty awesome. I love all kinds of cars. Bikes are cool, just not for me. Maybe I will get a bike one day, though. Getting over to the right here. Very smooth, very nice. This car was braking, so my car frickin' braked a little bit there. It was kind of weird, but that's okay. It was pretty safe right there. Found an opening and just went for it. Now we're following the road, pretty centered. Going the flow of traffic right now. Coming to a nice slow stop, smooth deceleration. I'm yawning so much, guys. It's very hot again today, 32 degrees Celsius. And I did not expect to be going to the service center this weekend. I kind of wanted to enjoy my weekend, not really have to worry about, a big bill or anything. The cost of it is going to be $281 according to the estimate in the app. I'll let you guys know how much it will cost in this video, hopefully. But yeah, so far my 1 year ownership of this car has had 0 services. It's only just windshield washer fluid and wipers, and just fixing that tire. If you guys want to see those videos, it's you just go back in the channel and you guys will find them. Just cruising nicely, getting up to speed. We're going a little too fast here. I'm gonna maybe switch the modes down to chill. This merge on version 12.6.4 was always a disaster. It would always merge so last second, but I guess we're not merging. We're going right, actually. That's my bad. And yeah, we make that right turn pretty perfectly. There was, an opening. We had the right of way and everything. And now we're going through these streets here. Much more of a residential area. This is a way nicer area, so these houses are pretty cool. Slowing down for these, whatever these are. And it gets through it very smoothly, very comfortably. Well, the braking wasn't that weird. Slows down again for these things, which is good. And we're coming up to a stop sign. We're coming up to a smooth stop here behind this Civic, which is really nice. Very smooth braking, very comfortable braking, and just staying in our lane. And now we're coming up to this stop sign. Now it's our turn. I'm not pressing the accelerator, guys. I'll let you guys know if I do. Gets to 0, and then it goes through, which is really nice. This stupid organizer in my center here is moving a lot. I really need to take that out. I don't know why I didn't take it out. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't, but hopefully you guys don't notice that one. And I did that stop sign very well. This is the best thing about version 14 Lite for me, is that the fact that it's able to do stop signs now. Before, stop signs were kind of annoying. Like, I would always have to press the accelerator and you know, kind of drive a little bit myself there. Holy, I'm yawning so much. It must be the heat or something. It's like the perfect, comfiest temperature in the car right now. It's like warm with this nice, like, cool AC breeze, and it's just so nice right now. I am very aware, guys. Don't worry, I'm not falling asleep. I do not trust FSD that much. I don't think I ever would, to be honest. Like, even the newer ones, I would never ever fall asleep in my car. That'd be crazy. But I'm pretty sure that's a pretty high statistic, though. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people do sleep in their car or something, like, you know, fall, like, for causes of accidents. I mean, like, people do sleep and cause an accident, and who knows, maybe FSD could help with that. I don't know. That's kind of a bad thing, though, because, like, people are just gonna sleep while the car's driving, which is crazy. But, you know, I guess we're just overworked in North America. Probably don't have that kind of statistic in Europe, maybe. I don't know if people work as much in Europe compared to America. Like, some people here have like 3 jobs and stuff and still go to school, and they barely could afford anything. Life's kind of rough. But FSD could maybe help make your drive just a little bit better, a little bit less stressful, and you know, let you kind of enjoy the drive. Because honestly, I don't like driving that much here in Toronto. It's kind of annoying sometimes. I like driving, like, you know, up north and stuff, where I'm just able to just drive and just listen to my music and just cruise. Obviously, I love driving, but, you know, most of the time I need to get somewhere, and I'm not too concerned about the drive. The drive doesn't, you know, bring me enjoyment because I'm too busy focused on where I need to be and stuff. But so far, this drive has been really nice. It's been really comfortable, and we're going to be making it shortly. That beautiful Corvette. That's one of the Corvettes I've always wanted. I think that's probably the Corvette that I want. But yeah, we're making it through these residential streets very comfortably, very nicely, and very safely. We're going to be arriving at the Tesla service center just around the time that the appointment is. I'm always kind of late, just a little bit. It does that stop sign very well. Lets the car that came first go. Yeah, went over that speed bump. Just very comfortable and very smooth. Really good residential driving. With 12.6.4, the residential driving was horrible, and right now this is pretty good. Just following the lane lines very well. Coming up to another stop sign. That was also kind of like a blind stop sign. It was hiding behind those trees. So it's pretty cool how it predicted it. With 12.6.4, I had close call situations with that kind of environment where it didn't recognize the stop sign recognize the stop sign way too late, and I would take over. I remember with 12.6.4 with that. I'll do more testing with that so you guys can get a pretty good answer with how it can handle that kind of edge case, I guess. Coming to another stop at this stop sign. Very smooth, very comfortable, very nice. And we're going to be making a right here. No, I guess not. Light turns green. We're making it through, going at speed. Right now I have a 25-kilometer streak, which is pretty awesome. Gonna be making a right at the stop sign. Pretty big stop sign intersection here. That stupid organizer, man. Sorry guys if you hear those banging. I'm gonna just throw that thing in the garbage. Nah, I kind of like it, but it's just annoying because it doesn't stay in one place. And yeah, we're pretty much at the service center, guys. It's just on the right here. I'm gonna kind of do my outro as we're driving into the parking lot. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm gonna go into the service center, figure out what's going on. If it's gonna take multiple days, then I'll let you guys know in a future video. If it doesn't, then I'll probably add it to this video. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. We are at the service center now, which is pretty awesome. Lots of Teslas and stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna go inside, see what's going on, see just how this process works. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and see you guys in the next video. Peace, guys. Bye. So yeah, just completed the service, and it only took 15 to 20 minutes, which was pretty quick. Usually at Toyota or something, it takes like an hour, 2 hours. It takes a long time to do anything. But I personally changed my own batteries for my gas cars, and it only costed $290, which is pretty expensive. Honestly, it's not great, but yeah, it took only 15 to 20 minutes, so I'm pretty happy with that with the time. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. I post videos like this one all the time. Hopefully I won't have any more issues, and if I do, I'll post videos about it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below what you guys think, and see you guys in the next one. Peace. Stay safe.